Oh boy, do I have a good one for you today. I've been having more conversations about boundaries, and today's video is about boundaries versus selfishness. Hi, I'm Dr. Gail McBride. I'm a therapist, and of course, talk a lot about boundaries. And the worry often comes, am I setting this boundary? And is that being selfish? So let's break it down and talk about what the truth of boundaries versus selfishness really are. Imagine a friend calls you up and asks you to help them move. And you think to yourself, oh my gosh, it's the end of a really long week. It's been grueling at work. I'd love to say yes, but I can't. I'm drained, I'm tapped. Maybe it's the only day I'm going to see my kids this weekend. So you tell them no, and they accuse you of being selfish. Is that selfishness or is that a boundary? Think of a boundary as an opportunity to give yourself your own nourishment. You know, it's that idea of put your own oxygen mask on first. Okay. If it's a boundary, you've put on your own oxygen mask. You've taken care of yourself. Selfishness deprives everyone else of their oxygen mask. You're not going around the plane taking everybody else's oxygen. You're simply making sure that you are taken care of. And that is really important. That's a big difference in boundaries versus being selfish. Selfishness prioritizes your needs at the expense of somebody else's. It can sound like, I don't care how this affects you as long as I get what I want. And it's one-sided without taking into account anybody else's feelings. Now, boundaries, by contrast, are an attempt to meet your own needs while taking in consideration the needs of others. And so we may choose to set that boundary or that fence a little bit wider to help meet the needs of the others while not sacrificing our own. So often boundaries create some space for your own energy and well-being without harming that other person, and maybe even say to someone else, hey, I value myself and I value you. I love the quote from Prentice Hemphill that says, boundaries are the distance at which I can love you and me simultaneously. That's a boundary. So let's clarify. Selfishness is going to sound like I'm not helping because I don't feel like it, and your problem isn't my concern. A boundary is going to sound like, hey, I'm not able to do it this weekend. I need some rest or I need time with my kids. I'm going to be happy to help you maybe in another aspect of this project or at a different time. Can we reschedule it? The difference is one is dismissive and the other is respectful and clear and sets a limit without apology, right? Next time someone asks you if you're being selfish, ask yourself, can I meet their needs while also meeting mine? Or am I just ignoring their needs and being dismissive of it? So pro tip, if you think you're being selfish, ask yourself, is there a way that I can be respectful of their need or request in a way that doesn't drain myself and meet them sort of halfway? If you are confident that you're setting a boundary, do so clearly and kindly. I'd love to help, but realistically, this is what I can offer. Selfishness takes without giving. Boundaries give you the power to protect your peace and maintain healthy relationships. Don't confuse the two. You are allowed to say no. Let me know. What's a boundary that you have set that makes you feel really empowered and is very respectful of someone else's needs and requests? Drop me a line in the comments.